Hi guys, Michelle Okenard here, and welcome to 1Eye 1Vision Media, the most exclusive interviewing platform where we highlight game-changing influencers from around the world. Hi guys, it's Michelle Okenard with 1Eye 1Vision Media. Today we have an exclusive treat for our audience. We have Miss Pennie, the founder and CEO of Pennie's Teas. Hi Pennie, thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
So tell us, I know we're all excited to know. First of all, you look fabulous.
Thank you, so do you.
Thank you, we try hard. So we want to get to know a little bit more about Miss Pennie. Tell me a little bit more about your professional background and who you are as a businesswoman.
Okay, well, right out of high school, well, actually, my mom wanted me to be a nurse, and it just was not in my blood to be a nurse. So I went to school for engineering. I love working with my hands, and I went to school for engineering. A couple of years out of school, worked for engineering for about 4 years. I just wasn't getting the money as men were making.
Yes.
So I decided to go to school to get my master's in health.
Wow.
Healthcare back then was really a wide field, and so I got a master's in health, and I worked in healthcare for maybe like 10 years.
Wow.
Ended up being a college professor, so my background was a college professor by trade. Opened up a day spa. I know being a college professor has nothing to do with the day spa, but I went to school for massage therapy. I went to school for colon therapy and ended up with a day spa out in Matteson, Illinois.
Wow, so you're really a jack of all trades, multi-talented business mogul.
I am.
And educated. Do you all hear that? So I think it was interesting how you said you weren't receiving the same pay as your male counterparts, right?
I wasn't.
And we know being women in business, that can really be a challenge. How were you able to overcome that?
By going to school to get a higher education.
That's awesome.
In a field that was worldwide for women, unfortunately.
Wonderful.
But today things have changed, and now female engineers are making good money.
Well, that is awesome. So now let's talk about more. I know we have Pennie's Teas, right?
Yes.
So tell us more about your brand. How did Pennie's Teas come about?
Well, I was really sick. I was throwing up, diarrhea, nausea. Wasn't really sure what was going on with my body. Went to the doctor, ended up being diagnosed with IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. My doctor says it was stress-induced due to my domestic violence situation. At the time, I didn't know what I was experiencing was domestic violence. I knew what I was going through. I didn't like it, and I wanted it to stop. However, I was in denial of what I was experiencing was domestic violence. It took several incidents, even the police coming to my house after my windows were busted out, saying that here's a pamphlet on domestic violence. I think at that moment was my wake-up call. Okay, maybe what I'm experiencing is really domestic violence. So my doctor gave me a prescription to get filled. And I really didn't want another prescription filled. So I took to the internet and said, okay, what can I do to get rid of this IBS? Many different things popped up on the internet, but what really caught my eye was tea. I began to order many different teas, and my first tea was my instant colonic detox tea. And that rid me of all of my IBS symptoms, and that was the birth of Pennie's Tea.
Wow.
But I didn't stop there. I went to school for tea. I wanted to be a master in my field.
So you're like a teologist.
I am
an expert teologist.
I am an expert in my field. So with my master's degree in health and me going to school for tea, I wanted to make sure I was able to give back to my customers all my expertise, and that's exactly what I did.
Now, I have personally tried the ginger peach tea. Y'all, it's delicious, okay? So I am a huge ginger fan. Let's talk about the benefits with your medical background and its personal experience of it healing some of your symptoms. What are the health benefits of Pennie's Teas?
Okay, well, you have, like for the ginger peach, it's going to help you with your metabolism. It's a really good fat burner.
To lose weight? You hear that, ladies?
To lose weight.
Summer is upon us. Okay.
To lose weight, it's a good fat burner. It's good for your metabolism. It's good for joint pain, muscle pain, and inflammation.
Wow, that's awesome. So I want to talk to a little bit more just about your domestic violence background. First of all, I want to say statistically, congratulations, because not everyone are able to get out of those situations. safely, right? I know for myself, I'm a huge domestic violence advocate. I too, you know, have been in connection with those situations, so I definitely understand, you know, that aspect. So as a woman who is able to get out of that situation and realize, wait a minute, I'm a victim, and have that epiphany and that aha moment, right? What would you tell another woman in your situation, and bring light to that journey of coming out of that situation safely?
One, it's not your fault. Sometimes we put the blame on ourselves, thinking that you've done something wrong. You've done nothing wrong. Get out of the situation and seek help immediately. Sometimes we try to fix the problem. You can't fix sickness. It's impossible. Me and my daughter, we were both in the shelter. And had counseling for 4 years. My daughter had counseling for 5 and I had counseling for 4. The counseling facility actually saved our lives. My abuser tried to kill me twice. So through the grace of God, you know, I'm here to tell my story and to help others. A percentage of Pennie's Tea's proceeds go to help other victims.
That's awesome.
We're here to save lives.
That's awesome. And that speaks a lot to, speaks volumes to the purpose of you starting the Pennie's brand, right?
Yes, because health and wellness helps me heal. So as I'm mixing my concoctions, it's a healing mechanism for me. It makes me feel good. So health and wellness helps me heal.
I'm sure it's very empowering too, emotionally.
Absolutely.
To get that control back, right, over your life.
Yes, absolutely.
And that, so let me ask you this. So the time that you were building your brand or establishing Pennie's Tea, right, was also the time that you were recovering from the trauma of being a domestic violence victim. How were you able to overcome the personal challenges and still move past that to drive your business and your brand?
It was a daily struggle. I mean, just being completely transparent, it was daily. You still can have the nightmares. You still have the triggers. And I still had to go to counseling. And I still had to be a mom at the end of the day. I'm still a human being. But I still had perseverance. I still know I needed to build a brand. I wanted to help others. And I wanted to save lives. And I wanted to provide this message through my brand.
That's awesome. That's awesome. One drink at a time, one sip at a time, one cup at a time, right?
Yes.
So that's wonderful. And congratulations to you for that. Being so transparent and so vulnerable. I think it's important that, you know, a lot of entrepreneurs understand that they're not alone in going through challenges while trying to build a big box brand, right? So with that said, what makes you different? What makes Pennie's Teas different from your average leading big box tea brand in the market?
Passion.
The passion.
The passion I have behind the brand. One, I custom blend all of my teas myself.
How many tea blends do you have so far?
Well, I have 50 on my website, but I actually custom blend 26 of my own brands.
Wow, that's awesome.
And all of my teas have health benefits. So you would never know by tasting my tea that they all have health components. About a good 10 health components is in every flavor.
Wow. So what is the most important components that you think will really help boost people's metabolisms or help reset their health button while drinking the tea?
I would say every tea is different. So like the ginger peach, I'm going to say the ginger peach has for the inflammation in there, it has that fat burner in there. And ginger is a really good component for my ginger peach. People buy the ginger peach tea for the ginger component alone. So then we have our tropical bliss. Tropical bliss is really good for our antioxidants. So you have to try that one too.
Yes.
So we have 3 flavors for our ready to drink beverage brand. And we have 5 flavors that's on the shelves at the grocery store for our loose leaf tea.
So you have like the loose leaf product line and you have the chilled bottle. And I'm telling you, it's delicious. The branding is beautiful. The bottle is beautiful. I can see how much effort you put into presenting a high quality product. And I'm telling you, you guys, you got to get it. So let me ask you this. What advice? I know you're this business mogul, right?
I am.
You really are, because you know, we talked off camera, and you got some big business deals that you're working on, right?
I do got some things in the pipeline.
Yes, you got some things in the pipeline, more to come. So let me ask you this: how were you able to achieve that? And what advice would you give to entrepreneurs who are trying to make those big business deals and make their dreams happen?
Well, one, I would tell a new coming entrepreneur, don't quit your day job. You have to be able to fund your dream.
Yes.
And believe in yourself. No matter what someone might tell you, believe in what you're doing.
Yes.
Wake up every morning with that on your mind. Sleep, eat, and drink your brand.
Yes.
Work on your brand. Study your brand. Research your brand. Get you a mentor in your brand.
That's awesome.
I think those small little changes will help you. Also, go to different conferences. Go to trade shows. All those things is going to help build your brand, and it takes time. Nothing happens overnight. And no matter how long it might take 5 years, it might take 10 years, but it will happen.
It will happen.
And believe in yourself, it will happen. You're going to wake up one morning and say, wow. So appreciate the journey.
Yes, appreciate the journey. Embrace the process. I love that. That's good. That's good. That's a hashtag, I think. We could do a hashtag, believe, what was it? Believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself and enjoy the process. Appreciate the process.
Yes, you have to.
That's awesome. So I know that we talked a little bit more about your social responsibility as a domestic violence survivor, advocate, and an entrepreneur. So let's speak a little bit more about Pennie's Tea's mission. So I know you expounded a little bit on a percentage will go towards helping domestic violence victims.
Yes.
Let's talk about the mission of Pennie's Teas and the vision for the company.
Well, the vision is to give back exactly to the shelter that saved me and my daughter's life. We play a big part in that particular facility. Now, I'm sure there's many facilities, but I give back to that one facility because that's the facility that we went to on a weekly basis.
That's awesome.
That saved our life.
That's
and that also inspired me to write a book. So I wrote a book called Dangerous Love, From Battered to Boss Lady. So
now you're a boss lady, an author.
I am an author.
An educator, a health expert, a teaologist, and a successful mother, right? And many more things on the horizon. So what can we expect in the future from Pennie's Teas? What projects are you working on, or what new endeavors are you pursuing for the business?
Well, in the next couple of weeks, I'll be going to Kenya.
Awesome.
Because I'm trying to go, I want to be a national brand, but also a global brand.
Global brand.
So I'm going to Kenya. I have some matchmaking events coming up. So trying to do big things in Kenya.
Oh, you're going to do big things.
I'm going to do big things in Kenya.
You're
absolutely.
Going international.
Speaking into existence.
Yes, that's wonderful. Wonderful story. So can you tell us a little bit more about where we will be able to find the Pennie's Tea brand? What stores are you in?
Absolutely. We are in selected Whole Foods.
Wonderful.
We are in Mariano's, Pete's Fresh Produce, and Midway Airport at the Hudson News.
Now those are all businesses that I patron on a regular basis. So that's wonderful that your consumers will be able to go in, pick it off the shelf, and take it home with them, brew it, and drink it, and enjoy it. It's delicious.
Oh, and you can go to the website at penniestea.com, and that's Pennie with an I-E, not a Y.
Pennie with an I-E and not a Y. Can we get that website one more time? PenniesTea.com.
Thank you so much, Miss Pennie, for everything and allowing us to come in, learn more about the Pennie's brand, and you as an author, an advocate for domestic violence, and an entrepreneur. Congratulations to you, and we look forward to seeing what all of Pennie's Tea is going to do in this year and next year. Thank you so much for having me.